Yeah, hello, my name is John Sheridan. I'm a Port of London Authority pilot for the last 24 years. What I do is guard the safety of navigation on the River Thames by boarding ships and bringing them up through the river to their berths so they can discharge safely. Obviously, we have about 100 odd pilots in the Port of London, all tasked with bringing the various ships up through the shallows, the estuary. They bring all sorts of stuff: food, medicine, fuel, building aggregates, all sorts come into London. During this period, I was essential worker along with my colleagues and other port workers, keeping the Port of London going as the ships coming in were bringing food, fuel, and medicine. I was happy to do this. It meant less of a disruption to my lifestyle, as in that I had to go to work. I couldn't work from home, and so in that respect, I was quite lucky. My job wasn't affected at all, actually. Initially, we were concerned. There was a concern that all these different ships coming in from around the world, what would their state of COVID be? But once we started serving the ships, we realised that in fact the crews of ships are possibly the most isolated people that you can get, really, because there's 25 of a crew or 12 of a crew, but they've been on the ship for 3 months, 4 months together. We soon realised that the only people they were seeing when they came to harbours were the pilots, and we as pilots took precautions of wearing masks, gloves, cleaning, bringing antiseptic wipes, cleaning, and of course the nature of ships a lot of them are quite big, so you can social distance on a bridge of a ship, and that has worked very well, and we have not come across a single case of COVID. It was difficult enough with the isolation. It was because I live on my own. I could see my partner once or twice a week to go for a walk. It did help that the weather was very good, and I think bad weather would have made it a lot worse. It wasn't too difficult because my relationship with my partner means that we don't spend all our time together. So this was just an extension of that. But yes, missed her a lot. But the fact that we could get out and have a walk meant a lot to me.
So overall, it's like so sort of lockdown in your eyes was quite a positive thing. There was never sort of a negative moment.
No, I didn't feel personally that it affected me so much that I got down about it. Unlike some other people who were losing their jobs and were relying on the government for help. That didn't happen to me, and I'm very, very lucky for that. As restrictions were lowered, it was nice to get back to some form of normality, even though it's a new normality, which in some ways I didn't mind. Pace of life seemed to slow down a bit with certain restrictions in place. So it was nice, yes, to be able to go to the pub, say, but with restrictions, which in the end were good for my health, and good for everyone.